What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. It is February. We are, what's today, the 7th or the 8th? Something like that. I should probably know, I guess. But anyway, we are just a little bit into, February. And I know at the beginning of the year, I said that my goals for the year were that I didn't have any. I just wanted to have fun with languages and what I was doing and just be happy in what I was doing. And I am happy to say that is working out flawlessly. I love that I don't have pressure on myself. And what has actually happened is I've been spending, especially over the last few weeks, about 3 to 4 hours a day just engaging in language content. Now, as far as what languages go, it's still kind of a mixture of, like, I've been reading a lot in Spanish, and then I've been watching some stuff in Spanish, but then I've still been doing, like, Wanikani and stuff like that, like, because I really enjoy Wanikani for whatever reason for Japanese. Like, I don't know, people hate on it, but I really like it. But anyway, but it's just been really, really fun. And I think the main thing is just that there's not a goal that I've set so it's easy to stick to. So if I have a day that's not quite as good as what I wanted it to be, it's not a big deal. I'm not playing catch up. So having fun has been awesome. Also kind of not falling into a specific community of what I do. Now, I know I made the video about learning through immersion, and I am, whether you're talking about Japanese or Spanish. I mean, reading is immersion, watching TV, all that stuff is that, but also just kind of with more so of a focus on, I don't care, like if I want to read a little bit of a book on grammar, whether it be Take Him or I don't know, Spanish for Dummies, whatever the case may be. Like if I want to look up a grammar point, like I'm not worried about it because I'm not worried about offending like just any community of people that want to do that. And I love that people are so passionate about it. But I don't, like, I'm not on YouTube to try to impress people. Like, and as I said at the beginning of the year, the less effective method that you can stick to is more effective than the most effective method you can't. And could I learn a little more efficiently? I mean, maybe, but I'm having fun and I'm learning a ton. I've had a huge breakthrough in my Spanish this week where just being able to pick up, now even if it's like some stuff obviously is still super hard and my vocabulary is still nowhere near where it needs to be, but just picking up stuff and reading it. And like I noticed this week, I was reading through one of the graded readers that I have, which again is the purpose of graded readers. They're easier, but reading it and just at some point I was reading it, just breezing through the pages and realized, wait a minute, I'm not translating this. Like, I get it. And then you'll come to a part where, it's kind of, I don't really know what's going on. So it'll bring you right back to reality. But the thing is, it's made me happy. And that is so, like, that's the core of what all of this is. Just be happy with what you're doing. It's not a race or anything, like that. So, but what, I've watched a bunch of movies and stuff like that, but man, just getting into the fundamentals of just enjoying things, and especially, content that you love, which is what has always been the case. But it's also where I found the use more so in like, instead of just being like uncomprehensible or incomprehensible input, the idea of comprehensible, where when I read, I try to aim for reading where I have an understanding of most of it, and there's just some words. Because I've noticed, even when I'm reading those graded readers, if I'm burning through, if there's a word that comes up, I would say 7 or 8 times out of 10, my guesstimation of what that word is correct. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind most of the time. I still check it to make sure, because I don't want to assume, like, for example, especially if it's like an adjective, right? Like, let's say it was describing shoes and it was like, it was saying the word for red or something, and like, I was just like, I'm sure that means, I don't know, yellow. Like, I want to check it out just to make sure that, I'm kind of right on that, or at least get a general gist just to make sure. But other than that, it's been great. And, especially using programs like Link. Now, I do read on my Kindle as well. In the last 3 days, I've read over 15,000 words which may not be a lot to a lot of you hardcore readers, but to me, that's a ton. Like, that is so much reading for me just in a couple of days, especially in a foreign language. And it's even more than that because I read on my Kindle as well. It just honestly kind of depends on the move, because I read on my Kindle, but then I also read within Link. I like starting stuff on Link because I like where it'll tell you how many unknown words or how many words you haven't seen within the thing. So it'll tell you, like, you know, this thing is X amount of words, you don't know 15% of it. And so that way you can kind of know, okay, this is more comprehensible than this other thing that I want to check out as well, but I don't know 48% of it. So it's not that you don't know, you haven't seen, so you could know a lot of the material, but it's just kind of a little bit better of a gauge. And that way, too, you can get sentences. A lot of times sentences without a word that you don't know or haven't seen, or if not, usually it's one, maybe two sometimes. And that's, you know, what I've been shooting for. And, man, it has been so fantastic. I've had more fun this year in language learning than I have in a long, long time. Had I done this with Japanese when I was studying it, you know, and I'm not saying I'm done with it, but when I was studying it in 2020, no doubt in my mind that I would be at a much higher level than I currently am, which is, I was speaking to somebody in Japanese the other day, and I said, you know, I know a lot more than I give myself credit for, but I'm still not good. And I think that might just be the general opinion of a language learner, right? Like, I know a lot more than I give myself credit for, but I'm still not that good. But anyway, yeah, I've just been having fun, man. And that's kind of just what I want to, you know, and that's what I said this year. I just want to be just a positive person that people can look at and say, you know what, man, like, it's cool that this person sounds perfect in native, or this person does this, or like, but man, do your own thing. Like, it's cool to have these, you know, people that you look up to and whatnot and say, man, I want my, you know, Japanese to be as good as this person, or my Chinese to be as good as this person, or my Spanish to be as good as this person, or my Russian to be as good as whatever the case may be, but like, still just have fun. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about. And it's hard to put that in perspective sometimes, because a lot of times you're comparing yourself to people who have been studying the language for 10 plus years. You know, a lot of people, you know, before Moses died, were like, you know, I want to speak Chinese like him. Well, he'd been studying it for 20 years. So it's like, you're wanting to do that in 3 months, and he's been studying it for 20 years. So just chill out, have fun, enjoy the journey. Like, it's not a race. Do what makes you happy. Obviously, try to use more effective methods, but at the end of the day, if you're sticking with I hate to say ineffective, but like, if you're using a less effective method, but you're sticking with it, just stick with it, man. Don't let somebody tell you that it's wrong. Like, it's not that it's inherently wrong or right as much as it might not be as beneficial, but if you can stick to it, it might take a little bit longer, but I'm sure you can still see results. Like, I don't know. That's just kind of where I am. So, but anyway, I'm in a really good spot right now. Feeling really, really good. I'm going to end this video. It's 11:30. I'm going to go read a little bit more, and I'm just going to keep hanging out and having fun. So maybe some videos in the future. I might do some like Wani Kani updates, and then I might do some reading comprehension practice for Spanish. Obviously much easier in Spanish than it is for Japanese, for reasons that should just be obvious for me saying the words. But anyway, just some stuff to look forward to, and maybe not. I don't know. I just like having fun. I'm having fun. May just do some updates and stuff like that. We'll see. But have fun learning languages, guys. It's just what it is. It's a hobby, man. It's super fun. And when you're doing something that you love, and if it's with a method that you can stick to, right? Like, I don't know. It's pretty cool. So that's going to be it for today's video. Just wanted to update you guys on that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.